Hello everybody, it's Max McAllister here from Traxxion Dynamics and also Cycle with Max videos, instructional videos on YouTube. Somehow, strangely, I've brought two of my passions together all into the same room. So here at our normal business, we do motorcycle suspension service, mountain bike suspension service, and then on the side, I'm an avid cyclist. So I've taken up riding indoors with Zwift, and I've seen a need for lots of little small specialty products. And so I'm gonna be introducing lots of little things over the next few months. First thing we're gonna be working with is rocker plates. And rocker plates is a whole new frontier that is an area where people are building all kinds of platforms to let their bicycle rock naturally, as if it might on the road, and to help alleviate discomfort and such while they're riding indoors, and to make the experience simulate more closer to reality. So there's a great forum on Facebook called Rocker Plates that shows all kinds of people, how they've done their inventions, lots of dimensions, lots of great products for do-it-yourselfers, and some complete products if you're not handy and you just want to buy something. So it's a great reference. Check it out on Facebook. Now, in viewing that forum, I came across a couple of things. People will go to great lengths and they research and find and hand select these beautiful pieces of wood to make their platforms out of, and they cut them on templates that people have provided and shape them and route the edges and hand polish them, and they're absolutely beautiful. But then there's two problems after that that start with mounting your trainer to your rocker. So those two problems are nobody's made a nice mounting kit, which we've done, and I'm going to do a video on that in a minute. What the next problem is, the first problem is, where do I mount it? Where do I drill the holes, and what do I do? So if you've taken any time to look at what's involved, we're going to start with a Wahoo kicker, because that is, I'm going to call it the most popular, kind of the 800-pound gorilla, top of the line trainer. In order to be able to mount it nicely, you have to disassemble it to some extent. So, if you have the legs off of it and everything's loose, to properly locate the holes for the base and holes for the tips of the legs, or to find some sort of bracketry, is very tricky. To start with, the trainer is not symmetrical. So these arms are different lengths. The center line of the trainer there is no center line that you can find. So, and then even when it's assembled, these legs have a whomping amount of slop in the tip of them. So where they might be is kind of your guess, and you could put them wider or narrower. So what you would want, if you could have it, is the legs spread as wide as you can possibly get them for the most stability, and then to be able to put the trainer dead on the center line of your rocker board. So that is all very difficult to accomplish accurately. If you made a mistake while doing that, now you've messed up your really nice, beautiful project that you've been working on so hard and spent a bunch of money on the world's nicest piece of lumber and everything alike. So what's the answer? The Traxxion Dynamics mounting template. So this is a very, very simple to use template that you simply tape down to your rocker board that you've created. All the holes are marked precisely where they need to be to mount a Wahoo kicker, to bolt it down without using any kind of ugly, horrendous clamps or conduit clamps or any junk like that. So when you get this template, one of the things you'll want to have done is make a very, very accurate center line in your rocker board to align the template with. When you get the template, I'm going to come around. Obviously, you can kind of see the general shape of a Wahoo kicker here. This is actually my little proto. We'll have a lot of those construction lines gone, and you'll just see the shape of the Wahoo kicker there on the templates we send out. You'll take a pair of scissors. We'll have dotted lines here. You're going to cut these two little wedges out, and those are the 2 points where you're going to use to align the center line on your trainer. The only variable for you is going to be where you want to put this template forward and backward on your trainer. So you may want your whatever you're rocking on to be forward of the rear bolts, or you may want your rear rib or whatever you have rocking on all the way at the back of your platform. That's up to you. So your only variable is you're going to choose fore and aft where you align this plate. In my case, I want to be on this little plate I'm building here. We want to be a ways forward. Underneath, you're going to want to make sure you have room for a fender washer on between whatever you're rocking on. So if you're using you know, a gravity type rocker with wooden or with ribs, you'll want to make sure that there's room between the bottom of your bolt and a fender washer so that you can reinforce the bolt heads as you tighten them into whatever your wood might be for your platform. And after that, it's really quite straightforward. If you want to maybe bring the camera over a little bit, you can kind of see how I've got this the center line marked here, and see how the plate will align. You kind of get so take your time with this. It really matters. You know, go for as close to perfection as you can get. There's obviously no hurry. You've come this far, so we'll just tape this down. And I'm going to tape 3 sides, or you know, the top and both sides, so that the paper is held very, very flat on my board. While I'm doing this, I'm going to sell these templates for $9.95. They will be available at www.traxxion.com, and that will include postage to basically anywhere. All right, so my template's down. It is marked with holes. It'll have dimensions on it for Wahoo Kicker, recommended dimensions for our proprietary bolt kit, which has 10mm hardware in it. So in US, you'll drill 7/16 holes or 16mm holes in, wait a minute, 7/16 is 11mm holes. So in metric, so anyway, it's all clearly marked. I've also included a hole here on the template where you will drill a larger hole to pass the power cord through for the kicker. So you can have the cord routed over or under if you want. So this is an optional hole. But if you want your cord routed under to make a nice clean look, then you'll be able to do that. I strongly also recommend a small pilot hole so that you're not trying to put a large drill bit onto the paper. I'm not really going to take the time to demonstrate to you how to use a drill. And hopefully, if you are at this level and you're building your own rocker, you know how to use a drill, so I'm not going to waste time doing that. But so here's our program, and when you're done, everything will line up perfectly on the first try and be very secure with no wallowed holes, and everything will be really super cool and clean. And past that, perfectly aligned so that your rocker will be all ready for you to add counterweights to counterbalance the flywheel on the kicker. All right, so my name's Max McAllister. Please check out our company here. This is us, Traxxion Dynamics. It's traxxion.com, and we'll have these items for sale there. And we'll be back in a minute with a mounting kit video, installation video, and each of these videos will correlate to the other. So if you see one of these products, go check the other one out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see all the cool products we're coming out with for indoor cycling. And please like this video and share with your friends that are into Zwifting as well. Thanks a lot.